What is up, everybody? We are back camping it up, and where did we just get done camping?
We went to Sun RV Resorts in Granby, Colorado. Which is actually one of our favorite places to go in Colorado, because it's super glampy. Is that what you would call it?
It is so...
It's awesome.
It is not boondocking. It is not even like state park camping. I mean, it is full-blown glamper. They have so many amenities, but it is super fun. The cool thing about this campsite is it's actually just like, what, 1.5, 2 hours away?
2 hours away from where we are in Castle Rock, Colorado.
So if we don't have time to go on a full-blown camping trip, it's nice as just like a weekend getaway. So tell me about Sun RV Resorts.
All right, where do I start? So I guess like one of my favorite things is that they have amenities, right? So they have two restaurants.
What are you drinking?
Chardonnay.
What kind of Chardonnay?
Rumbauer Chardonnay. If you haven't tried it, you got to try it. It's from what, Napa?
Sorry, I went down a rabbit hole. So keep going.
So anyways, they have two restaurants, right? So you have like the grill that's outside of the pool, and they have a bar there, and they do live music, which is so fun. And then they have like a real restaurant at the event center.
Yep.
And they have a bar. And I may have ordered Silver Oak in solo cups, but we don't need to talk about that.
Okay.
I'd never had it before.
Dude.
Ever.
Google, what is it, Silver Oak?
Silver Oak. I've always wanted to try it. I never had it.
So
ever.
You might be able to get Silver Oak at like Sam's Club or Costco and get it at a discount, or even at the liquor store. It's still expensive as hell. But you never buy that crap at a restaurant because you're going to pay like double. So anyways, how much was that bottle of freaking wine?
It doesn't matter. So anyways, they have restaurants. They also have a bowling alley. They have an arcade room for the kids. They have
a heated pool. Heated pool. So we actually went camping. So this is before Memorial Day. So most pools in Colorado, they don't open until Memorial Day just because it's always freaking cold in Colorado. This pool was open. We were not prepared. We had to go find swimming suits, but it was warm. They have 2 hot tubs. They actually have
3 hot tubs.
3 hot tubs. They have a bar by the pool, which is really cool too. They actually have a full-blown gym. It's open 24/7. We went there. We literally were the only ones there. It's super cool.
It's
awesome. If you ever have to find like the secret sneaky bathroom to do a number 2 in, go to the gym bathroom.
I'm sure that we're not the only family that says we should not do number 2s in the camper, right?
I hope so.
Well, anyways, if you're that kind of family where you don't do number 2s in the camper, then if you go to Sun RV Resort, then you go to the gym.
Because no one goes there.
Nobody goes there.
The seats are cold. It's awesome.
Yeah, not warm.
So anyways, but the grounds are amazing. So they have actually they have 2 of their own private lakes that you can fish in, which is really cool.
Yes. You can paddleboard and kayak on them.
Can you? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. They have basketball courts. They have a bounce. What's it, like the jump pad?
Yeah, jump pad.
1, 2, 3, go! Chip 1. A jump pad. They have a full like kids area. You can actually rent golf carts. So we did that, and the kids think it's the coolest thing in the world. I guess for Granby, there's like a code you have to be at least 16 years old to drive. We let our kids drive pretty much every day, and it was not an issue.
Okay, you said we.
I did.
Okay.
She was not having it.
I'm a rule follower.
I am not a rule follower.
It bothered me,
so anyways,
but they had a blast, like core memories.
So you need the go-karts because everything's pretty spaced out. This place is huge. Yeah. This was actually not our very first, but it was one of our very first places that we went. Like when the whole COVID thing happened, they were open. It was like social distancing camping, but it was like one of the first camping trips we took our new camper on. It's cool. It's huge. You probably want a golf cart. The only thing that sucks is they're like $50 a day, which
This is not a camping trip you're doing on a budget.
No.
And it's not super expensive, but it's not cheap either.
It's a glamping
experience.
Freaking, but is it fun?
It's so fun.
Everything about it's badass. They have
so
they have cottages you can rent. They have like those covered wagons that people sleep in.
They have Airstreams.
They have Airstreams. So they have like a whole area just of Airstreams that people stay in, and you can sleep in those too. But I mean, it is super peaceful. Everything about it. I loved it. I absolutely love it. It is one of my top 3 in the state, and we're actually going to do a video on the top 3 places to stay in Colorado, and this absolutely is on the list. Okay, so on the second day, what did we do?
So we didn't bring swimsuits, but remember what we found? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we went into Granby because we went on the search for swimsuits. And we went into this store, and they're like, oh, we don't have swimsuits. Nobody in Granby does, but if you go to Grand Lake, they probably do. So we're like, okay, we're going to go. And they're like, and when you go, so I'll point it out. When you go, you got to go to
One Love
to eat food there because it's really unique.
They said they have like salmon tacos, and we had a game plan because whenever we go to Grand Lake, which is a must when you're staying here, there's a pizza place.
It's a pizza, Grand Lake Pizza.
Grand Lake Pizza, and it's a go-to. That's where we always go. This dude started talking about salmon tacos, and our son was like, "What the hell?" And so he didn't say.
That's like his love language is salmon, any sort of like fish or something like that.
So he got super excited. I'm like, "We aren't going there. We're gonna go eat pizza." So, anyways, we're driving around to turn around.
Okay, so they don't have swimsuits. We know we have to go eat at One Love, and we leave. And we go down this alleyway to like flip around to get over to go to Grand Lake. We're in an alley, and there's a sign, and it's drive-through pie. No, I am seriously. If you guys have watched our previous videos about Capitol Reef and we talk about pie, oh my gosh, pie is like my thing, right? There is a drive-up window in this alley for drive-up pie. So we stopped because they have drive-up pie.
Why not? We
ordered a pie, and the lady's so cute. And she gives us a menu, and on the menu it says, if you need emergency pie...
They deliver.
How
badass is that?
Oh my gosh.
And
coolest thing
so we bought an apple pie, and we told her it's our first time here. We didn't know anything about it. And she's like, well, here's a slice of your first time pie. She gave us a slice of pie, and the kids ate it.
Cherry pie.
It was awesome. So anyways, check it out. It's an alley downtown Granby. I don't even remember what it was called.
Drive-by, I don't remember either.
Drive-by pie,
Google it. Yeah, it was so good.
Google it. So anyways, we then go to Grand Lake. Okay, so Grand Lake, if you've never been there, it's phenomenal. It is beautiful. Grand Lake, the little town of Grand Lake, is right on the edge of Rocky Mountain National Park. So if you're going to Rocky Mountain National Park, you can stay in 3 places, I think. So number 1, you could stay in Grand Lake or Granby, and then on the other side of Rocky Mountain National Park is Estes Park. Okay, so we've stayed in both. They are both awesome, right? You might be able to stay in Rocky Mountain National Park, but I haven't seen camper parking. Mm-mm. So the cool thing is...
You see mooses.
There's mooses and
we don't know
and baby... So anyways, you could drive all the way from Grand Lake to Estes Park. So the national park is all the way through, which is really cool. So back to Grand Lake. So Grand Lake is freaking rad. So Grand Lake... We go, and we realize that the pizza place doesn't open till 11:30. We told Champ we're not going to One Love, and he's all freaking sad. And so we're waiting. It's 11:30. I'm sitting here waiting for the door to open. I'm like, geez. And then some lady calls the number because she's waiting with us, and she's like, oh, what is the date today? And I told her the date. She's like, oh, they're closed. I'm like, dang it.
For a private event.
Something. So they were closed the day that we wanted to go get pizza.
They have the best pizza,
Their pizza's bomb. It's bomb.
It's like garlicky, cheesy.
They put honey on the crust. Good. If you go there, you have to eat there. So anyways, we were like, you know what? Let's go check out One Love. I don't even know what to expect. We go to One Love.
Oh my gosh.
And it is a Cuban
inspired
island seafood. The dude comes out. His shirt's like fully unbuttoned. His chest is out.
Showing his chest muscles.
Showing his chi-chis.
Wait. But he was the chef. That's what's cool.
He was the chef. And the cool thing is, remember how we said we went to go look for swimming suits and they recommended it. So I told the guy, I'm like, hey, I didn't know he was a chef. I'm like, hey, you know, we were just in Granby. We're looking for swimsuits. And they recommended this place. They said they have the best food. He's like, oh, awesome. What place was it? I told him. He's like, oh, that was my ex-girlfriend. I'm like,
we thought it might get weird, but it didn't.
It didn't get weird, but at least his ex-girlfriend is recommending the place. So anyways, we go in there. We set in. It's total island vibe. It's totally chill. They're singing. They're having a good old time. And you know what? The food was freaking bomb. Was it not amazing? Good. So I had the Cuban sandwich. The Cuban. Insane. Champ had...
So can I tell them about the food?
Yes.
Okay. So Cambria never eats her food, and I don't really eat all my food either. So we always share things. Well, this guy was like, the chef was telling us about all these things he would recommend on the menu, and so Champ's like sold on this octopus layered something.
It's like rice and some fancy stuff and plantains and octopus and
avocados, tomatoes, some crema type stuff.
It was like a $20 freaking concoction, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm looking at Karen like, Champ don't need to eat that. He can eat something cheap, and she's like, so.
Well, but the problem is Cambria wanted it too.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, I'm going to share my Cuban with you. And she's like, no, I promise I'll eat it. I promise I'll eat it. She never eats her food. So I finally am like, okay, I'm done fighting. Like, you both get the octopus that you want, which I would never eat because it sounds disgusting. Because I don't eat sushi. I'm not a big fish fan or octopus fan. Anyways, you guys eat that. I'm going to get the Cuban and we'll just go from there. And I told Cambria, if you don't eat it, I'm never letting you order something on your own again because it was so expensive.
Dude. They got this food and they crushed it. They ate
all of it.
Everything.
I have
pictures. I'll throw pictures on there. But like the Cuban, the food, everything was bomb. So anyways, One Love, I would absolutely recommend it. The food is fantastic. And I always, eating at weird places, if you eat something you've never had before, sometimes you get like the bubble guts and you're like, I shouldn't have ate there. Dude, no bubble guts over there. Yeah, so anyways, good. One Love, I totally recommend it. So then really we just chilled camping, right? We
found swimsuits though.
Yep,
we found swimsuits in Grand Lake. We ended up going back to the campsite, took the kids swimming, rode around on the golf cart. The kids and I, we play games where we go play like spy games, and so we ran around for a while and pretended people were chasing us. So we had so much fun.
We went bowling. The bowling alley is really cool. We did arcades. We ate really good food. Ultimately, it was just a chill trip. Yeah. I had a blast. I highly recommend it. If you guys are looking for places in Colorado, I would say that this should be on your list. If you are traveling to Rocky Mountain National Park, I would say that Granby Grand Lake would be my first pick. Mm-hmm. As opposed to Estes Park, because you can stay at either or on either side and you can get to either one no problem. You stay at RV Resort?
Yeah. But the reason is I love Estes Park is awesome, but you have to book in January to get a spot throughout the entire camping season.
Yeah, we stayed at a KOA there, and the parking is like trying to get your camper in there. If you got a bigger camper, it's questionable.
Well, and everything's booked. You can't stay in Estes Park unless you are on it like January 1st.
And plan it for the year.
Yeah, and plan it for the whole year. So Granby, a lot of people probably don't even know about it.
It's amazing. It's so glamping, but it's super chill. If you are in Colorado, I would recommend absolutely staying there 100%. But other than that, I'll share some photos of all the cool places and cool things that we've seen when we were in Granby. We have tons of new videos coming up. Thank you guys for watching this. Please like, please share it, please subscribe. And remember, all we're doing is camping it up, baby.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you soon.